Big ball with sports guys.
What? Ball. Alright folks, we're the Ridge Runners and we're back and better than ever with a new edition of the Weekly Rundown, where we talk about all things trail and ultra running from Southeast Ohio and all the running news from the East Coast. I'm your host, the faster host, Baker Mayfield.
And I'm your better host, Felix the Cat. This week we're coming to you from the OVRC studio with the results from Run Up the Scissors 50 miler, the Stone Steps 50K, the MAC Championships, high school regional results, and more. We'll also highlight the happenings from the world of Strava and all the other running news from the area. But first, an update on the Barte Streak.
Yes, Paul Barte extended his streak.
Okay.
On the race results, hut hut.
Last week we updated you on Big's Dog's Backyard Ultra, and shortly after recording the show, the last man did stand.
Finally.
Courtney Dewalter finally bowed out at the starting line of the 68th hour, and Johan Steen went on to finish this loop solo to be the last man standing. In total, Steen ran 283 miles over the course of 3 days to consider the winner. And while running 279 miles, Courtney D, aptly enough, was considered a DNF.
Loser. Travis Zitfeld was back at it again and won a 50K race, but we don't really care about the race. We're more interested in this missing toenail photo from Travis. Eesh.
If you need some new claws, bud, I got you.
Serves him right. The Little Buck 10 miler at Great Seal State Park took place, and Zach Holbert set a new course record with an impressive 1:23.32. Keegan Rathkamp came in second in 1:27.02. Great job, Alpha Team! Top female at the Little Buck was Kristen McCollum in 1:53.34.
At the Run with the Scissors double marathon, Chad Trumbo was the top overall finisher in 7 hours and 58 minutes. Emily Collins was the first female and second overall in a time of 9 hours and 6 minutes. One of Ohio's best ultra runners, David Riddle, was back in action this week by winning the local Stone Steps 50K in Cincinnati with a time of 4 hours and 7 minutes. And once again, the top female finisher took second place, Katie Rollholm, in 4 hours, 41 minutes.
Ladies are crushing these Ohio Ultras this week, kind of like I crushed that football field. There's a lot of local cross-country action this past weekend, including MAC championships for Ohio University and the regional results for high schoolers. The men and women of Ohio University traveled to Toledo to compete in the MAC championships. The women's team finished 9th place overall, and Alyssa Atkinson was 12th place, earning second team All-MAC honors. The men's team finished 5th place overall, and it was senior Josh Park who stole the show. Park surprised the MAC with a big win by putting 18 seconds on the entire field in the last 1K alone. Not bad for someone who walked onto the team just last year. Way to bring home the hardware, Josh.
I do a lot of walking in my day. Go Bobcats!
You're a house cat.
In high school, regional meets took place to determine who would be running at the state meet next week. There were several individual runners to qualify and a couple local teams. Tony Tokovich of Athens finished 10th place at the Pickerington Division I race and earned his bid at state with a time of 16:20.
In the boys Division II race, Trent Sayre of Warren, Aiden Kamler of Portsmouth, and Aiden Judd of Waverly all made it individually. The Unioto High School boys advanced to state as a team by finishing 2nd place overall, along with 6th place team Rock Hill. Amazingly enough, Matt Paxton's Unioto boys have qualified for the state tournament 15 of the last 16 years. Congrats yet again, Coach Paxton. On the girls Division II side, Riley Fee of Vinton County qualified for state for the 2nd straight year. And Athens standout freshman Rainey Riddleberger was just 1 spot away, this close, from making the cut.
And I just want to give a quick shout out to my alma mater, NDCL cross country team, for placing 6th at regionals and qualifying for the state meet. Good job, boys.
Aren't they the Lions?
They are the Lions. Go Cats.
You didn't even run cross country in high school.
I didn't. I played soccer myself. Remember, sports with the ball, Michael. Sports with the ball.
Balls.
In the Division III race for boys, Eli Fullerton of Belpre, Evan Least of Beaver Eastern, and Matthew Harris of Minford are all heading to the state meet. The Trimble boys qualified in Division III as a team, and for girls, Cameron Miller of Rock Hill qualified as an individual. Stay tuned for results next week.
In other news is the Bombs page, high school cross country results website, the most outdated site in the history of the internet. Seriously, Bombs page, get your act together.
Page has been along as Cat's been alive.
Yep, 9 lives. And now we're going to send it out to our trail correspondent, Earl The Pearl, for an update on trail conditions. Take it away.
Hello, Ridge Runner Nation. This is your trail conditions correspondent, Earl The Pearl, coming to you live from this log in the beautiful Athens Trail. Hey, this time of year, great time to be out on the trails, but be careful. There may be some obstacles out there you need to be aware of, like downed logs on the trail, or maybe sexy men sitting on those downed logs. You know what I'm saying? Until next time, Ridge Runner Nation, this is Earl The Pearl.
All right, thank you, maybe. Now for our Strava rundown, where each week we highlight all the interesting activities and achievements from runners all across the East Coast. If you want to get noticed on the rundown, join the Ridge Runners Club on Strava by hitting the link below, and that's my freaking touchdown move.
Cat's taking it to the house. Pick 6.
Pick it.
Hugh Ensley posted these photos of his leg after his midweek run. He claimed that he didn't even know what happened. Jeepers.
Creepers.
Stop by sometime and I'm sure my fire truck has a Band-Aid or 2.
Or 3. Laura Hibbard ran with Athens cross-country coach Alex Moody early in the week and said she learned all about installation, mini-split systems, R-values, and the physics of combining it all together. Wow, now that's a good way to make running useful in life. That's what I'm talking about. Good job, Moody.
Jen Murphy posted this run earlier last week. She mentioned that she's not an afternoon runner. I must say, even though that Jen did start after noon, I would hardly call this an afternoon run. Personally, I think running in the afternoon is the best. You have plenty of time to start your day, and a midday run breaks up your day nicely. Hopefully we'll be seeing more afternoon runs from you, Jen.
Yeah, but you don't wake up till 12:10.
Well, you gotta take a cat nap at least somewhere in there.
Meow. Ian Ackers ran the Potawatomi Trail in Michigan.
Is that a type of cat?
The feline type.
Ah.
On a midweek trip and captured some of these nice lakeside pics. The Potawatomi Trail looks to be a gentle rolling 18-mile single track. Nice exploration run, Ian.
Ohio Bobcat Ben Gable ran 22 miles for his 22nd birthday just a few days after running a new PR of 3:07 at the Columbus Marathon. Apparently his Apple Watch died on the cold morning. Awesome run, Ben, and happy birthday.
Don't run with Apple Watches. They're not made for running.
Blue 42.
Hut hut. Gabe Rainwater ran the Whistling Pines 24-hour race and was first place in the solo category. On Strava, he thanked those who helped him reach the 100-mile distance in what was some super muddy conditions. See these pics? However, when pulling up results, Gabe was listed as just running 99.2 miles. Ouch. Regardless, good job to Gabe. This was his second 24-hour race within the past month, reaching 100 miles, with an asterisk, of course.
Those conditions look like my litter box.
Poopy.
Mary Kitzig had one of the best titles of the week. It was, and I quote, "Did want to run, didn't want to run, wasn't going to run, feel better that I did," end quote. We've all been there, Mary. Way to step out the door and get it done. I know that catnip always helps me get out the door.
Mary Kitzig catnip. And look, it's Wesley, who was doing cute couple things with his girlfriend this past weekend.
Adorable.
Enough said.
Adam Deshawn had a nice run in preparation for the Conquer the Castle 100K this weekend. Adam was out on the course getting familiar and even gave us a shout out. Thanks, Adam, and best of luck this weekend.
Okay.
And with that, thanks for tuning into this week's Rundown from the Ridge Runners. Be sure to check back next week. We'll deliver news on the Mountain Masochist Trail Run, Ozark Trail 100-mile endurance run, the Pinote 100, Conquer the Castle 100K, and more. If you have anything exciting to share or add to the show, drop us a line on either Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. In addition, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell below, and you'll be notified every single time we release a video. You can also now find us in podcast form on Apple iTunes and Google Play. I'm your host, the better host, Felix the Cat.
And I'm your faster host, Baker Mayfield.
And we'll see you next week on the Weekly Rundown.